The Blue Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Clemson's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yet defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Duke's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. First score of the game goes up. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the run, it's Haynes. Crosses to 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clemson jumps to the line. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll knock him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. Just keeps moving. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Auburn is down, but they are not out. Advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Anthony. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun. Leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 match.
Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Moore. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Duke.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down. On target to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Randall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds space on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw again. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Pocket breaking down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tiger. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
defense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's King. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense gets set for second down. He'll keep it himself. At the 45, on his way. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick completion on the out route. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They go right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Little. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. The sure hands, it's Moore. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 15. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest hit. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
The lone back's got it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Haynes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. To the air, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. The short hands, it's Haynes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Anthony. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains, they marked it at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Little. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Anthony. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looking for room. It's Moore. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And some room to work. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Soften them up with a run. Now to throw. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack warrants the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now, and they've always
Breaks into the open.
guys out in the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Tigers can really attack. It's a draw. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's going to take off. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on fourth down. Hunt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job at him in the first half.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Oh, he makes the catch. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Motion from the back. Wants to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on 3rd down. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a gap. It's Moore. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And they've regained the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Finally corralled, but not He picks up the first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. Foot in the ground and separate.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Trying play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's King. And they pick up just a few on that completion. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Clemson! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is in trouble right now, and that Neyland Stadium crowd is letting them hear it. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about the defense defense getting home with the pass rush. Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking for a man, it's Klubnik. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Going right to work up top. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Unloads quickly. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. RPO complete to open the drive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Got a man. It's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll leave it with him. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
Number 89 on to kick it away.
They punt it away on 4th down. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. He's got it down the right side. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So